What happened to make you say, I'm never coming to this restaurant again? It was the only place hiring. Small town, middle of nowhere, and I just moved back to take care of my dad after his second surgery. I had 5 years of kitchen experience, mostly line cook stuff, some prep, a little bit of catering. Nothing fancy, but I knew what clean looked like. I knew what safe looked like. This place was neither. It was a deli-style setup. Sandwiches, burgers, fries, soups. Looked harmless enough from the outside. Faded red awning, dusty glass cases. Smell of fryer oil wafting out the door. The kind of place locals go because it's familiar, not because it's good. I showed up early on a Monday morning, ready to prove myself. Boss handed me a crusty apron and waved toward the back. No introductions, no orientation, just, you can start with the fryer. First red flag. I walked past the line and saw a guy slicing raw chicken on the same board where there were deli meats already stacked. No gloves, no sanitizer bucket. I mentioned it and got a shrug. Second red flag. I checked the walk-in and nearly gagged. The sour smell of old lettuce and meat that had turned. One of the shelves was bent under the weight of plastic tubs filled with something. Maybe soup, maybe gravy, hard to tell. None of it labeled, no dates, just a cold, humid mess of confusion. I reminded myself I needed the job, told myself I could help clean things up, baby steps. Do what I could, quietly, while keeping my head down. Then came the fryer. Lunch rush started around 11. Some regular came in and ordered fries with gravy. Pretty standard order. I dropped the fries into the oil like I'd done hundreds of times in other kitchens. The bubbles started slow, like the oil was thick. I noticed a weird smell, burnt but sweet, like something old trying to be food again. When the timer went off, I lifted the basket. The fries were brown, but not in the crispy golden way. They were coated in something. A film, a sludge. It wasn't from a sauce. This was coming from the fryer. I blinked, tapped the basket a few times, still coated. The smell got worse. I asked the guy next to me, "You see this?" He nodded, didn't even look up from his prep, said, "Yeah, it's the gravy." I thought he meant that literally, like someone spilled gravy in the fryer. I asked again, slower. He looked annoyed and said, "It makes its own gravy now." That's when I learned the oil hadn't been changed in 7 years. The owner, who'd bought the building from the previous owners, kept the original fryer and claimed the seasoned oil gave the fries a unique flavor, said customers expected it. I asked if he ever filtered it. He laughed, full-on belly laughed, said, "Hell no. That oil's older than my daughter." I lasted 45 minutes. I dropped my apron, walked straight out the back door, got in my car, and called the county health department from the parking lot. Gave them the address, told them what I saw, told them about the fryer oil situation. The woman on the phone didn't even sound surprised, just said, "You're the third person this month to report that place." 2 weeks later, I drove past and saw the closed for renovations sign. It never reopened. Every now and then, I hear people talk about how they miss that deli. Say the new place that opened in the space just doesn't have the same flavor. I just nod and think about the 7-year-old gravy oil clinging to those fries, like a secret only the kitchen ever really knew.